All right, guys, so it is another collage time. Just want to document the events that I've dealt with over the last couple of weeks. This is just another person monitoring me, just another day of monitoring. Um, they pulled up actually simultaneously with me to this restaurant and just proceeded to sit there in their car while they, watched me go into the restaurant, come out. I sat on the patio outside, and they just sat there watching me on their phone. And then eventually they pulled out and drove off. And this happened on the 21st, Saturday. Very eventful day, the 21st, as you guys will see. So on this day, I was sitting in front of this woman right here, and she just took her phone out and started recording me, like just almost the whole ride. So I got up and I moved on the side of her. And you could see how frustrated she was and pissed that I got up and I moved, and now that I'm recording her in return. People like this are usually associated with someone that maybe she has a son that's in legal trouble, so she's being forced to do this activity for. Maybe she herself is in the country illegally. Something that these people have over them that will drive them to participate in these sort of things, these sort of activities, especially when they're like middle aged like that, and you can tell they're just regular people. And this happened on same day, 21st, 47. The shit never stops. It goes on all day. So this incident was I was coming out of the restaurant, getting ready to get on the bus, and this guy I saw coming walking toward the bus stop. He was watching me the whole time though. And when I stopped, I kind of paused and he paused, and then I decided that I was going to start walking the other way. This guy, he decided that he was going to start walking the other way too. So he starts walking up behind me. So then I paused and turned around and started recording him, and this is what happened. This is basically where it picks up. They just have no shame. They know what their assignment is, and they're just doing it. They don't care how illegal it is. They just do it. Same day, 3:46 p.m. So I go into this restaurant, this actually this shopping store, this market, and there's a Starbucks there. And so I went in, and I was just being heavily harassed, watched and monitored. The guy back there in the blue, he's in there with his family, his kids, and he was watching and monitoring me, recording me on his phone. This guy here that just decided to sit in front of me at the table, which is very bizarre. Like, you don't see too many people sitting facing a stranger, unless, the seat is set a certain way or he doesn't have any other options. As you can see, he's got three different options, but yeah, he's like, facing me. You could tell this person here is a perp. And when I say a perp, he's a perp in the sense that he is a part of the prostitution, sex trafficking, drugs, um, and the heavy muscle of the attack. And this is all in the same day. Like I said, the stalking and the monitoring not does not end. It's all day. So this is of a guy who was just boldly following me around in this safe way, watching me, watching what I was purchasing, and then he had the nerve to check out at the same time as me, and then he waited for me at the door as I was completing up my checkout before he would leave. And then as I sat there and looked at him like, "Are you serious?" He ended up leaving just maybe seconds before I left, getting in his car and just sitting there watching me. And I didn't get a chance to really get a good look at him other than that. But I know he did follow me back over to the hotel I was staying at. I know he did do that. And this was on October 20th, the day before. It's 8:45 p.m. And I didn't get a really good shot at his license plate. It's too blurry. When I go into a place to get something to eat, and this night I had to struggle to find a place in that vicinity where I was staying to find a place where I wasn't being monitored like excessively to go in to get something to eat. Because normally when that happens, um, you might end up getting something that has been manipulated. So you have to be very careful. I had to be very careful about the way I move. And when I went in here, this couple followed me in. And like I said, I don't really care what anyone says. I've been going through this too long not to know who's monitoring me, who's following me, who's not. This is the date on that. This is the shopping center's security, and they were following me like I was. I don't know. They're supposed to monitor the parking lot, not people. And I was just walking through to get to a restaurant to get something to eat, and he followed me when I got to the restaurant, and he followed me when I left. This is a vehicle that was monitoring me parked out in front of my hotel room. This is definitely a Freemason rapist. Followed me into this restaurant, and his behavior was very inappropriate. And they just have a certain behavior. And it had been a few days since I had been assaulted, and the aggression is typically on whenever they follow me into places.